Just out here, splitting a bit of firewood. The sun's barely just starting to crack over there. And thinking a bit about something after I woke up, and this camera's bloody useless because the sun is barely even starting to come up. But Black Kitty just walked out of the house past me with something, plunks it down on the front lawn. She's eating a rat. I don't know where the hell that one come from. But then again, about a month ago, Tabby Cat came out. Well, I come out here early morning as the sun was coming up, and Tabby Cat was eating a rat. I think he got it from down the paddock, but yeah, I might have. The old rat or two underneath the house. Could have even been in the bloody house. Little bastards. Anyway, cats keep getting these things. That's another thing I should mention to you guys. Black Kitty's grilling her own kittens as she's eating it to keep them away. Isn't that right? Kitties love playing with firewood too, don't they, kitties? Hmm? Oh? Growling again. Yeah, what I was going to mention is, often enough when you get winter, mice and rats will come inside out of the paddock because you've got one of the few areas that's actually truly sheltered by having a house. Sometimes it may even happen out of just a rain and the fact that we haven't, had that much rain in summer, and all of a sudden we do, and then all of a sudden they think, well, hell, this will keep me out of the rain, I'll just walk under this house. Not knowing that there's an entire family of bloody 7 cats here, you know what I'm saying? And, well, the plan sort of works, but then it fails when they get eaten. So anyway, I'm going to get this firewood on the go if I'm going to dry some clothes out here. I was sort of warm a little bit last night, so I didn't bother doing it, but I've got to do it anyway just to get these clothes dry, so I better get on with that. The wall of white. Put up all the polystyrene. So this sod's decided it's going to lean forwards. Yeah. Seems to have stuck in most parts anyway. Yeah. So anyway, that used up the vast majority of the polystyrene. Only really got one sheet and a little piece there left, and the rest will go in the bin, and I think it's a good time for a vacuum. I've been walking around a fair bit today, just picking up more bolts and bits and pieces and chucking them in the trailer. I should start, get the pliers out and start snipping and see if I can get some of these longer bits of wire down to shorter lengths and fit them in as well. Just trying to eat something that qualifies as lunch. While I remember, that big thing I pulled out of the ground is apparently what they call a hay knife. And instead of trying to push hay off the side of a haystack down into the ground and causing it all to avalanche, you'd actually go along and swing this thing, almost like a scythe or whatever you call it, and hack hay off, and you'd sort of shave it off the outer side every time using this thing. Now, the handle may have been bent, but the blade part itself seemed reasonably realistic to what it's supposed to be. That's what my father tells me from what he has seen of them in the past. There it is. I think yesterday it started about 10 past 1 and today must have started about 11 AM. We are literally a couple of minutes off 6 o'clock. And it's still going. It's not going flat knacker like it was a couple of hours earlier. It's just still slowly ticking over. So that's pretty good actually. So that means it's probably been going for like, oh shit, damn near 7 hours or something. Just getting all the heat out of the bloomin', what's his name, out of the room? Well, out of the ceiling space rather. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do, just sort of kick in and out as the sun got to this side, and it's working well. It's funny, clouds come over in here and sort of wind down a bit, and then a few minutes later, 5 minutes later, something starts speeding back up again, and then the clouds will come over another 5-10 minutes and sort of back off a bit, and you sort of hear it going up and down. But it's exactly what I expected it to do. We're pretty full. I've tried to get a fair bit of the wiring, got most of it in. Probably have a go at the remains of that barbed wire sitting there. Yeah, maybe some of the other little flakes of metal, bits of rusted sheet metal. The bigger hunks that have still got gel that you can see up there, I'll just probably plunk all of those into there for next time. Try and untangle, well, ball up rather, some of this chicken wire and jam it in. May not happen. I think the other chicken wire sitting on the concrete down there and in the back of the white ute / truck. Yeah, it's probably going to have to be next load, I'd say. But yeah. Anyway, got a few good pieces here that are liable to be used a second time, or sort of on the antique line. That's a thing for hooking up horses, that one. That's another sign. It has a guy who's got a crane licence, I can tell you this. See the chains are sort of kinking like that? See, they're all... Well, you may see ones that are deliberately like that, but that's also a sign of a chain being under too much stress. It'll kink like that. When a chain's getting old or it's being used for stuff way above what it's rated for, yeah, there's the, I was saying, the hay knife sitting under there. A few other random bits and pieces that may get used. Alrighty, well, we're done alright. I got most of my wire on. I actually hopped over the fence into my father's place and got a few other bits and pieces that have been blown around his joint for a while. Yeah, that piece there, amongst a few others that are sitting under there. Got the bonnet that blew off a while ago. Tiny little bit of chicken wire. And a few little bits of wire there that are sort of underneath a whole heap of other stuff with a lot of rust flakes on. I don't know if you remember that big yellow shitstorm we pulled out of the grass. Yeah, my father got some of that, and the rest of it, the bits that were good for reusing, and the rest of it ended up here, but there's a lot of it's very flaky, so... And it's flat and it'll blow off, so I haven't picked that up, but that'll be sort of... anything under that I didn't get to, so next time I'll throw that in the bottom. Well, probably these in the bottom, that in the bottom. And then get a few of the bits and pieces he's got, which are little bits of sheet metal over there too, and... well, sort of larger pieces actually, about the size of this bonnet. And... yeah, a few rolls of wire, and that'll be the second run. Oh yeah. Oh, this suddenly appeared from. Yeah. really know. Maybe something that someone maybe grab off rather quickly. Alrighty, here's the big cardboard box that sits inside my kitchen, but I went crackers and basically had a good clean up here. Got a lot of the plastic bags off the floor. I usually bring shopping home, sit the plastic bags on the floor, and then pluck out the stuff as I need it. And yeah, end up with a fair few bags on the floor. The kittens started playing with them, spread them everywhere. I've sort of got all that cleaned up, vacuumed the floor. I've got a couple of doors near the solar fridge in there, and some others on the wall on the other side. I've got to get those doors and move them to be with the others. And then the big wardrobe that I got from my grandparents, I showed Tabby Cat sitting in the drawers, sitting on the top of it, and you didn't really get a very good view of it because it was so dark. I will be able to turn that around, put the drawers in, and get most of the stuff out of this cardboard box, and yeah, put it in the wardrobe. I've got rid of all the manuals and that for building and books and stuff from my grandfather, and put those in the bookshelf, and organised a few other books that were sort of randomly in the bookshelf, and filled up another shelf there. There's a handful of sheets of paper and stuff there I've still got to sort of get to. Yeah, and after all that I'll start on the flaming kitchen table. I have got to get serious and go and get a few more tubs. The day you're watching this is the same day that the laptop died, so you know I've got to go and spend $400 or more, $500 on another laptop. You know, probably $100 in tubs. I've got to start getting all my power tools and putting them in the steel boxes that my father gave me, and try and sort out the tool room a little bit more. Although that's sort of reasonably well organised. And this stupid evaporative cooler thing that sits here, I might have to piss that off in the fridge room there, or in the tool rooms. I'm sick of just having clutter in the kitchen, because I always walk in the kitchen all the time. I have a flipping toolbox sitting in here too. It's my usual one I used to take to work when I was doing plastering. I will probably keep all my Makita cordless tools within easy reach, as in they won't be going deep inside. You know, they won't be in the bottom of the boxes, let's put it like that. But this toolbox should probably go in the tool room as well, along with those tools. They might go in their own tub as well. I've still got... oh shit, it never ends. I've got 2 toolboxes full of tools at my father's place, and I mean darn sight bigger than the toolboxes. It was the ones I showed the other day with the, what's his name? When we were over there cleaning all the shit out, and so showed the old sewing machine and the old biscuits and, you know, the old tea strainers and all that stuff. Those 2 I've got to get over here as well. And the other one full of electronics, which is another shit. You know, you're battling to fit all this stuff in these places sometimes, which means that some of this is going to get deported out to the laundry, because there's some high up shelves there that ain't completely full, and there's another little space or 2 here and there, and there's one shelf that never actually got any plywood on it, so we may work out a few things there, and yeah, see how we go with all this stuff. It doesn't really help that I've got a lot of other firewood under the kitchen table and in the veranda, and I've got a couple of vacuum cleaners under the bed, which, you know, if I I might be able to use a bit of space under the bed because there is still some left, especially if I put the vacuum cleaners to one end sort of thing, or put them out in the laundry or something like that instead. But yeah, there ain't no great deal of room with everything. I've got a tub here too, which I always dry the dishes out on, and you know, a lot of them just sit there for a long time. I don't think there's any other place I could really put that stuff without cluttering up another place. It's already full anyway. It's sort of alright, but yeah, it's good to start cleaning a few things, and I do need to get a few things cleaned. On that, we moved a bit of masonite today that my sister didn't end up taking, so it seems that's mine. It's still at his place. He was trying to hand it off to me, and I said I don't have the room, which sort of instigated the clean up today. And he's got that there in his machinery shed, so at least it's under cover. And he's panicking like he's got no room, and quite honestly, he's got fucking piles of room. From where I'm standing anyway, he's got so much room it's not funny. But you know, a lot of that room is taken up with actual machinery as well. But anyway, yeah, I might be getting that plasterboard rather soon and covering in the wall I showed that I put the polystyrene in with plaster, and those palings are to go on the back of these either side of the door as you enter the solar fridge room. I'm trying to concentrate on bigger things, like the outside stuff that needs to be done while the going's good. But come autumn, there's quite a chance I'll put those paling boards on, and as it sets into winter, I'm definitely going to line a few more walls and play around here. But anyway, better get on with moving these doors and packing this wardrobe.